Begin with a tense courtroom atmosphere. Describe the judge sitting high on the bench, demanding order, demanding control. Focus the camera on a woman standing alone, a veteran.com, respectful, wearing her Medal of Honor. Let the narrator highlight her humility and the reason she earned that medal, bravery, sacrifice, and a life lived in service. Then shift to the judge's harsh tone. He demands she remove the medal, claiming it is inappropriate for the courtroom. Build the emotional tension, the silence in the room, the disbelief on people's faces, the weight of humiliation pressing on her shoulders. Now introduce the turning point. The doors open. An admiral enters, not with noise, but with authority that needs no explanation. Describe how everyone stands instinctively. The admiral walks straight toward her, salutes her first, and then turns toward the judge. Let the narrator emphasize the power of truth. The admiral calmly states that the medal she wears is not decoration, it is a symbol of valor, one the entire nation honors. Show how his words silence the entire courtroom. End the speech with a powerful reflection. Respect cannot be demanded, it must be earned. And true heroes never need to announce themselves. Their actions speak louder than any title, rank, or robe. Remind the audience that courage may stand alone, but it never stands unnoticed. Close with a strong message about honor, integrity, and standing firm in moments of unfairness. Here is your 300-word expansion of the line. True honor doesn't announce itself, and it never waits for someone else to validate it. Honor is not a badge given by people. It is a reflection of who you are when no one is watching. The world often believes that respect comes from titles, positions, approvals, and external recognition, but true honor exists far beyond all of that. It lives in character, in sacrifice, in integrity, and in the quiet strength of a person who chooses what is right, even when it is difficult. Honor doesn't require permission because it is not borrowed from others. It is built through actions. It is earned in moments of courage, in decisions that demand discipline, and in sacrifices that most people will never see or understand. Those who carry real honor do not have to prove themselves. Their presence alone shifts the atmosphere. Their history of choices tells a story long before their mouth opens. People may try to diminish you, question you, or strip away what they think gives you value. But honor is not something anyone can take away. It is internal, deep, rooted, and resilient. A person with true honor may walk into a room quietly, but their integrity speaks louder than the highest voices of arrogance or authority. That the world respects those who live with consistency, those who stand firm in truth, regardless of who is watching. That is why true honor naturally commands respect. It doesn't shout, it doesn't demand, it doesn't beg. It simply is, and when something is real, people recognize it, even if they don't want to admit it. Carry your honor with humility, not hesitation, because the moment you know who you are, you no longer need permission to be respected. Your character will speak for you. Here is your asterisk. 500-word expansion, asterisk. Authority has the power to make people tremble. A raised voice, a uniform, a position on a high bench, a powerful title, these things can cause even the strongest person to hesitate. Authority often comes wrapped in confidence, influence, and the ability to control outcomes. Many people bow to it, not because it is right, but because they fear the consequences of standing against it. For centuries, authority has been used to silence truth, suppress voices, and manipulate justice. But while authority may intimidate, there exists something far more powerful: integrity. Integrity is quiet, steady, and unwavering. It does not need a microphone. It does not need a title. Integrity is the inner compass that points to what is right, even when the world pressures you to do what is easy. It gives a person the courage to stand up to power, not with anger, but with conviction. And history has proven that integrity has overturned more injustices than authority has ever enforced. Authority can demand obedience, but it cannot produce genuine respect. Integrity, on the other hand, naturally commands admiration. A person of integrity may walk alone, but they walk with truth beside them. They may stand against systems much larger than themselves, yet the strength of their honesty makes them unshakable. In the face of corruption, lies, or intimidation, integrity becomes a shield, one that cannot be broken by fear. Injustice thrives when good people remain silent. Authority counts on that silence. It expects compliance. But the moment a person with integrity steps forward, someone who refuses to compromise their values, the entire structure of injustice begins to weaken. One truthful voice can expose what authority tried to hide. One courageous stand can inspire hundreds to rise. One act of conscience can shift the weight of judgment. Integrity is powerful because it aligns a person with truth, and truth does not bend to pressure. It doesn't matter how loud authority becomes or how intimidating its presence appears. The truth has a way of shining through. It exposes lies, confronts wrongs, and restores dignity. Many times, authority may win the moment, but integrity wins the outcome. In courts, workplaces, institutions, and even families, those who abuse authority eventually lose the respect of others. But those who walk in integrity, if they suffer temporarily, ultimately stand vindicated. Their character becomes their defense. Their honesty becomes their armor. and their courage becomes their legacy. So never shrink back when authority tries to intimidate you. Never doubt your voice, your values, or your truth. Authority may have the power to control a situation, but integrity has the power to transform it. And when the moment of judgment comes, it is not the one with the highest title who is remembered, did as the one who stood for what was right. When standing was hardest, some of the strongest people in the world are not the ones who speak the loudest or demand attention. They are the ones who stand quietly, grounded in courage, anchored in purpose, and unshaken by the noise around them. Their silence is not weakness, it is discipline. It is the calm confidence of someone who doesn't need applause to validate their strength. Quiet individuals often observe more, understand more, and carry more wisdom than those who rush to be heard. They do not fight for the spotlight. They fight for truth, justice, and what is right. Their courage is steady, not loud. Their determination is firm, not boastful. They may appear gentle, but inside them lives a giant one shaped by resilience, experience, and humility. History shows that it is often the silent ones who change the world. They lead not by commanding attention, but by commanding respect through character. Their actions speak louder than any speech, and their presence carries a weight that needs no announcement. So never underestimate a quiet soul. Behind their silence may stand a warrior. Behind their calm may rise a leader, and behind their humility may walk a giant capable of shifting the very ground beneath them. Here is your 200-word expansion. There are moments in life when the truth is spoken so clearly, so boldly, and with such undeniable conviction that it dissolves every argument around it. Power can fill a room with authority. Pride can fill it with noise. But truth spoken with courage has a way of cutting through both. It does not need an army, a title, or permission. One voice, grounded in honesty and integrity, can quiet even the loudest forces that try to dominate or deceive. Power often expects obedience. Pride expects admiration, but truth expects nothing because it stands on its own. When someone speaks truth with courage, the atmosphere shifts. Those who rely on intimidation become unsettled. Those who hide behind arrogance become exposed. And those who tried to suppress justice suddenly find themselves without a defense. History has proven, again and again, that change often begins with a single voice refusing to be silent. A whistleblower, a leader, a witness, or an ordinary person who chooses courage over comfort can challenge entire systems built on fear. True respect has nothing to do with titles, badges, or positions. Rank may place someone above others on paper, but it cannot elevate their character. A person can be promoted, appointed, or placed in authority, yet still fail to earn the admiration of those they lead. Respect is never automatic. It is earned through the weight of one's sacrifices, the depth of one's service, and the integrity behind one's actions. Sacrifice reveals what rank cannot: the heart, the courage, and the willingness to put others before oneself. People honor those who endure hardship for a greater cause, who choose responsibility over comfort, and who stand firm when others step back. These are the individuals whose lives command respect long before their titles ever do. When someone has sacrificed whether through service, loyalty, or personal costs, their presence carries a quiet strength. They don't demand respect. They embody it. Their actions speak louder than authority, and their humility inspires more than any badge or uniform. In the end, people may salute the rank, but they stand in awe of the sacrifice. And it is that sacrifice, not position, that leaves a legacy worth remembering.